Today we will study about the scarcity definition of economics. We have already learned about Alfred Marshall's definition of economics known as welfare definition. This definition was criticized by Professor Lionel Robbins. Professor Robbins criticized the welfare definition and shifted the focus from human welfare to scarcity of resources and came forward with this new definition. He gave this new definition in his book, Essay on the Nature and Significance of Economic Science, published in the year 1932. According to Professor Robbins, economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. So let us now examine this definition of economics. The first and the most important characteristic of this definition is that Professor Robbins speaks about unlimited human wants. According to him, human wants are unlimited in number. Whenever one want is satisfied, then automatically several wants grow up. Hence it is endless. In fact, with the progress in science and technology, numerous new wants have developed. Again, several human wants are reoccurring too. Hence, wants are ever growing and never ending. Secondly, this definition talks about limited means. That is, human wants are unlimited, but the resources or the means to satisfy them are limited. The means refers to those goods and services which we use to satisfy our wants. They can be material as well as non-material goods like time, money, service, resources, etc. All these resources are scarce. That is why he has used the term scarcity. Again, this term scarcity, it is used not in the absolute sense but also in relative sense, that is in relation to demand. A commodity may be available in small quantity, but if nobody demands, then it is not scarce. Hence, the scarce means are the basis of all economic problems. Because if all these means or resources are not scarce, then there will be no problem in economics. Thirdly, all the scarce means they can be used in more than one purpose. In other words, they can be used in several purposes. For example, land which is very scarce, the land can be used for construction of buildings, cultivation, playground, etc. Likewise, all the various economic resources can be used for various purposes. The main problem of economics is how to satisfy the unlimited wants with limited means which have alternative uses. Professor Robbins described this problem as the problem of economizing scarce means. In other words, it is the choice of making an economic activity. However, his definition was also subjected to a lot of criticism. According to Professor Samuelson, Robbins' definition is not dynamic in nature because it has only discussed about the problems of the present generation. It has not said anything about future generation. Hence, the definition suffers with the problem of economic growth. Secondly, it discussed with the scope of economics to all the activities of mankind that are related to the problem of choice. The problem of choice is found in both social and unsocial beings. Thus, it has no social significance in real world. Economic problem also arises from more supply. Some economists claim that economic problems arises not only always because of scarcity of resources, but also when there is plenty or abundance of good. Again, Professor Morris has criticized Robbins' definition. According to him, his definition is not applicable for all economy, especially for a socialistic economy, because in this type of economy, the government takes all the initiatives for supplying the basic necessities of life among the citizens. The economic problem for a rich and a sound economy is very different from an underdeveloped or a poor country. Here, the resources are not limited. In fact, the resources are plenty in this type of economy. That is, in the rich country, the resources are plenty, whereas in the poor countries, there is limited resources. Robbins also criticized Marshall's definition on the ground of welfare. However, limited means are used to fulfill unlimited wants. Thus, it means that maximizing satisfaction will lead to more welfare. Hence, Robbins' definition is related with welfare also.